Very good.
Yep.
Seems like your whole staff has really been throwing the ball well. How are you feeling? How do you feel like the staff's feeling?
I feel good. I feel like everybody we run out there is going to be, just absolutely nails. And Mason Moore showed that really well this weekend. All of our starters gave us pretty good quality starts. So I feel really confident about everybody we roll out there, and just throwing the ball really well. I think everyone's really confident, and that belief system that we have in each other really helps us.
What has helped you move forward this year as a pitcher?
I think just knowing myself and knowing my pitches, knowing my delivery. I'm not really fighting myself anymore. I'm not really fighting my mentality, my body, anything like that. So there's a really high level of confidence that when I go out there, I know what my pitches are going to do. I know how my body moves, and I can repeat it really well at this point. So I'm very confident when I go out there and knowing that I know what's going to happen. And if I don't know what's going to happen, I'm not going to be very confident. So just working on that with Coach Rozelle has really helped me to get to this point.
What do you mean by fighting?
Baseball is really hard, and sometimes it's really hard to repeat things and make sure you get the same result every single time. And when you don't have the right feelings, you might not be able to repeat it. You might not be able to execute at the highest level. And so there's a lot of freedom that comes with just knowing what's going to happen. And if I don't have to have that battle with myself, then I can just focus on the battle I have with the hitter.
The defense has been so solid this season. How calming is it having guys like Grant in the infield and Jackson in the outfield?
It's incredible.
Back it up?
It's absolutely incredible. I mean, when I talk about the freedom, having 7 guys behind you and the one in front of you is just incredible when they're going to make every single play. And if I felt like I had to be very perfect and dot every single corner or else it was going to all go wild, that wouldn't be a very freeing feeling. But we got vacuums back there in the infield, no fly zone in the outfield, and they've just been awesome.
You mentioned confidence earlier. How much confidence going into this series is pitching well against a really good Florida offense and West Virginia going up against another good one in LSU?
It's definitely a good feeling when you compete at a high level and you produce well against good teams. It just helps you to think that you can keep producing well against good teams. And so, going into LSU, we've been there a time, and they're a great team. They were number 1 in the country for a really long time, and I have nothing but respect for them. So we're going to go in and just give it our best shot. And I think these last few weeks we've been playing pretty good baseball, and especially this weekend our offense has really turned it on. So I'm pretty confident going down there.
A lot has happened since you guys last went down to LSU, but what can you take away from that series?
I think just knowing the environment and knowing that we've been there before can help us be really calm and confident. Definitely when you're going into a super regional environment, it's a little bit different than a random one in April, but we've been to the box. We know what it looks like. We know what our dugout is going to be, what our bullpen's going to be, and there's definitely some confidence there when you're familiar with your surrounding to an extent. It's going to lead to a lot more confidence with our team.
As a fellow pitcher, what is it that makes Paul Skeen so good, or how much of his game have you looked at?
Yeah, I mean, he's just been absolutely incredible this year. And, when you have a fastball with his velocity and his life and, some really quality offerings, one of the things that I look at when I just watch him is just how he can repeat it and how he can do it so consistently. He's got, not only does he throw hard, but he's got a fastball that runs a lot. And so when his ability to control the strike zone like that is really incredible. And so, just watching him, I just want to try to emulate that as much as I can. Just put my pitches in and out of the zone when I need to, and let the chips fall where they may.
Cruz is obviously a big-time guy, probably number 1 pick, and they got guys that just attack. What kind of challenges does that line?
How have you kind of put that excitement behind you guys and started to prepare for LSU?
Yeah, excitement is right. That game was incredible. But moving forward, we got a job to do, and we believe in ourselves, and that's the main focus right now. So get back to practice today, and focus on winning a super regional.
What can you take from that first time down at LSU and apply to this coming weekend?
Yeah, we know they're a good team, but I think the biggest takeaway is that we're a good team too. We could have won the series against them. All 3 games were competitive, except for a couple innings that made the score seem kind of out of hand. But yeah, we're definitely confident going in based off that series.
Coach said there was nothing he could have said to prepare you guys for that environment. What do you remember just when you walked in, or on Friday's first game? It's Thursday. What do you remember most about that series?
Yeah, it's cool. You know, obviously just the amount of people there. They're all on the same page in terms of the chants and the loudness of the their voices. But you know, us as a team, we say we came to Kentucky for a reason, to play in those kind of environments and get these sort of opportunities. So, you know, it's nothing but fun and excitement out there for us.
Min said that he knew in the fall that there was just something about this bunch, that it was more than just a collection of talented guys. Did you get that kind of feeling? What was that like?
Yeah, I felt like it was just a bunch of really competitive people in terms of how we all went about our business. Everybody was really driven and really focused to improve their own abilities, but you know, at the same time, the team aspect was really prevalent since we stepped on the field the first day, started practicing, and I think that competitive drive as a collective effort has really helped us get to this point.
How much of that was because so many of you came from all different points in the country and you're throwing in together for this one last shot at doing something special?
Yeah, exactly. I think we're all really hungry to win, really hungry to get after it, and not a lot of us have had this opportunity before, so trying to make the most of it, but most importantly, put our heads down and really get after it.
Brandon, it feels like Jace has taken a big leap these past couple weeks.
What's it like for you to be climbing this hill and getting so close to what you came here to accomplish?
Yeah, it's been a blast, and the last 2 seasons prior to this one have been a grind, and we haven't really always gotten the results that we wanted. And, I've looked up to a lot of guys every single year. My freshman year we had guys like Cole Stupp, Holt Jones, a lot of guys that were just really good pitchers and moving on to the next level. Last year, guys like Tyler Guilfoyle, Sean Harney, Daniel Harper, these guys have really just kind of showed us the roadmap, what it's supposed to look like, and I just want to try to finish what they helped us start. I wouldn't be the pitcher that I am today if it wasn't for those guys mentoring me and getting me to this position in college baseball. So I keep in touch with a lot of them, and they're all very congratulatory, but I just want to finish the job that they started for us.
How much too does it help that Dan Rozelle doesn't mince words? You know where you stand with him. How much does that play into what you're accomplishing?
No, you definitely know what you're going to get with Coach Rozelle. We always talk about he's our coach, not our friend. And that doesn't mean to say he's not a nice guy, but your coach is going to shoot you straight because it's about winning at the end of the day. So Coach Rozelle has really helped me just be comfortable in my own skin, and wouldn't be who I am without him.
Good. Great.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well.